Disclaimer: we are unqualified and unapologetic. We are not professionals. We are not doctors. We are not mental health specialists. We're just married. So take what works, leave what doesn't. Now let's do this.
These are the sessions, scars on display. These are the lessons learned here to stay. No heroes left, just trying to heal. Unscripted voices finally real. We're still standing, still self-aware, building something from all the damage there.
What's up, everybody? It's Joel, host of Sessions and Lessons Unscripted. How are you doing? Glad to see you, or not. Another botched one. On the other side of the table is the lovely Gloria Rosario.
Why was this botched?
I don't know, I was thrown off guard for some reason.
Because of my beauty.
Yes, sure, that was what it was. Crazy hair don't care.
Yeah.
No, that goes without saying, my love.
I am basically in my pajamas.
That's good. It was a long day today.
Super long. We
Had
started,
to work today, and I'm just tired. And
Yeah, we started like at 2:30.
oh my gosh, we were like up at an ungodly time. I know there's one of my buddies out there is probably gonna say you wimp or like give me crap for it, but whatever, dude. No, I usually get up early anyways, but that was really early.
I'm a delicate flower. I need my 30 hours of sleep.
I need my beauty rest, and it doesn't work. All the sleep I get, and it doesn't work. Well, lack of sleep. Anyways, hi, everyone.
Hello.
Nice to see you.
How's everybody doing?
I hope everyone's doing well
Yes.
and had a super cool day. Me, not so much. I had to work, so it wasn't that cool.
At least you got paid, right?
Well, and it wasn't that busy, so. Anyways,
Never ever boring
enough
life.
of our lives. So you didn't work today, right? Because normally,
Well,
no,
this
you were
is
off.
this is my second weekend off.
Wow, look at you.
Look at me having a work-life balance.
And me, not so much.
It's all right.
Sure it is. I can't wait to be a million bajillionaire.
I just want to take naps.
All I want to do is make sure my bills are paid. That's what I want. And a credit score that isn't in the dumpster.
Dumpster fire.
Anyways, so yeah, like I said, I was and it was a really long day. Normally I can't do like you do. Like you can sleep in and do all of that. I can't do that. I never was like that.
But see, here's the thing. It's not always that I'm sleeping in. It's that I don't sleep.
Well, yeah, you
That's the difference.
Yeah,
I have
fair.
a weird sleeping schedule.
Yes, you do. You have a very weird sleeping pattern. And
do.
since I've known you, you've been like that.
I've been like this since I was like 4.
So, Mrs. Rosario, let's investigate this. Let's dive in. Why is that? Why do you not sleep?
Because I'm crazy.
Well, that goes without saying, but why don't you sleep?
I don't know. There are times where I'll fall asleep and I'll sleep for like an hour or two. And I'll be tired like when I fall asleep, but then I wake up feeling like refreshed from that like little nap.
Would it be maybe the head injury have something to do with that too? Has kind of messed with it, or?
I don't know. My body's been doing some weird stuff lately, so it could be connected.
Yeah, you have been having some issues.
And some issues, a lot of issues lately.
But I don't know. Like I heard that because I usually my head hits the pillow and I'm out.
Yeah.
But they say that's not good either,
No.
right? Like if you fall asleep too fast, like you're not getting enough sleep, or
I wish I could fall asleep fast.
well, yeah, but you just heard what I said, right? They said if that happens, that there's something wrong.
Speaking of body,
You don't get enough sleep.
no. Speaking of body, I have to
Of what?
of bodies and ailments.
Oh boy.
And so these guys haven't been letting me live it down. Where I was talking about,
Oh, we're bringing this up. See, okay, go ahead because you could have just left it alone. But go ahead.
no, I find it amusing, and I need to explain myself.
All right, everyone. Hope you're sitting down. Go ahead, Gloria.
This is riveting.
Uh huh.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead.
No, now I don't want to.
No, now you have to. I don't even know why you're bringing this up, but go ahead.
I told you I was going to mention it.
Go ahead.
It's not that serious. It's really not. So
Mhm.
I guess when a couple of episodes back, when Joel was asking me how I was feeling, and I was like, well, physically I'm fine, but I'm nauseous. What I meant was,
I believe what you said was, and I quote,
uh-huh.
I'm nauseous, but I physically feel fine. And then I said, and I quote, that doesn't mean you're physically fine. Well, I'm just paraphrasing, but it was along those lines.
Along those lines, right? Well, what I meant to say to clarify to people is that I don't have any like body ailments. Like my blood pressure is fine.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have swollen feet
Mm-hmm. Or ankles.
or ankles or blood pressure or anything like that.
I'm sure someone out there caught that one.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Actually, you know what? No. In all seriousness, though, I appreciate that because they were looking out for me. So a friend of mine is, he used to be a paramedic. And so he knows about all this medical stuff and, you know, what paramedics do, I guess. And I wasn't feeling well, and I had like this weird cough, and he was asking me all these questions, and it's kind of funny because at one point I'm like, "What?" I'm like, "Did he fall on his head? Why is he asking me all this stuff?" It's like, and then he asked me about my ankles and stuff, and that's like, "Why are you asking me this?" And there was a reason behind it. It wasn't just making stuff up or being, weird
Oh yeah, those are signs of.
symptoms of something, right?
Yeah, I believe it's either a stroke or a heart attack or.
Something with your heart, right?
Right.
Yeah. And I didn't know this, so it's like I'm thinking, why are you asking me this? I just thought he was losing it.
No, but a lot of people don't realize that a cough isn't always just a cough. It could be
No, I know. I mean, and then it's like stuff people ignore
right until you're in the hospital.
until it's too late, right? No, so but like I said, I
I
appreciate
just
it.
thought it was funny when you were telling me that.
No, but because, and I swear was this bugging you the whole time?
No, it doesn't bug me. I thought it was funny.
Well, they thought it was funny too.
Yeah, I don't care. I make fun of myself.
I'm nauseous, but I'm physically fine.
Well, yes, my blood pressure was fine. Not.
Okay, so you clarified it. I
Yeah.
get it, and I'm sure they all do too. And they're
I'm sure we could move on.
and they still gonna make fun of it,
Probably.
which is fine.
No, it's fine.
You are
I can
allowed
take
to.
it.
Me.
Anywho,
So what else, lady? What's going on?
nothing much.
So today, Gloria was talking about uh, being a liar,
Well, damn,
basically, to put it bluntly.
to put it bluntly.
No, I mean, we were talking about like lies you tell yourself.
Yeah.
I guess you can. I was kind of saying that you tell others too.
Well,
Go ahead and give me your side of it.
ooh, excuse me. There's different forms of lying.
Mm,
So there's like white lies that you tell to, they're not necessarily bad,
right.
not good,
Hmm.
but they're to get you out of situations.
Yeah, but a lie's a lie.
Right.
Hmm.
You've never told a white lie before?
Oh, I've told plenty.
So there you go.
Anyways, continue.
So, and then that brought us onto the subject of, lies that we tell ourselves.
Hmm.
And then I thought, well, there's different forms of lying, right? So there's lies to protect yourself or someone else.
Mm.
There's white lies, there's actual lies. And then there's hurtful lies that we tell ourselves um that can kind of stomp our growth and our, you know, um self-esteem. And it's like a
Well, yeah,
deck of cards. You mess with one thing and then the rest of the deck falls behind.
right.
So I just want to get your take on that, and then maybe we could touch base and see, tell funny stories about white lies, or I don't know. We'll go.
Well, no, I agree. I mean, a lie's a lie, right?
Of course.
I mean, no matter how big or small, and I get it. Like sometimes you have to kind of bend the truth or not, be completely honest.
Yeah.
I don't know. It'd be interesting to see other people's take on it because, like I said, to me, a lie is a lie, even if it's really small and it won't quote unquote hurt anyone.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I don't know, because you can use it to, like you said, like to protect yourself or protect a situation, or you know what I mean?
Right.
So it's like, what do you do in those kinds of instances then, right?
Right.
So, I mean, and of course, yeah, I mean, I like that you brought up the whole lying to yourself,
Right.
which, which is, what's going on over there?
I dropped something. The mic probably didn't pick it up, but now that you brought attention to it.
Yes, because you're over there fidgeting while I'm trying to talk. Oh, you're stressed, toy?
Yeah.
Am I stressing you?
Yes.
Don't lie to me.
I suck at lying.
Yes, Gloria is horrible. She does not have a good poker face at all.
I do not.
Yes, I see through it. I see through it all. So yeah, I love that she brought up the whole lying to yourself. There was a book that I read a little while ago. I actually read a book. Yes, well, I kind of did. What's going on over there?
Well, you just keep going.
You like kicked me.
I'm nowhere near you.
You kicked my foot.
Must have been the
People,
goat.
you should see what's going on here. Wait till we have video. People are gonna see this.
I don't care.
What's that? Hello, never mind. Anyways,
Can you focus?
not with you fidgeting like that. Anyway, so don't lie to me. Okay. Anyways, lying to yourself.
Yes.
The book that I was reading,
Mhm.
Marissa Peer. Tell yourself a better lie. It was pretty good. We constantly lie to ourselves, and I'm guilty of that. I'm sure you're guilty of it. I'm sure most people out there are guilty of it.
Everybody lies. I don't care how holy you are.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, even the little quote unquote white lies,
Those are still lies.
they're
though.
still lies.
Yeah.
So, give me an example of, like, say, a time where you used a white lie that, like, that wasn't a big deal or whatever.
Mostly it's attached to work for me.
Really? Why is that?
Like before I used to take care of my grandma, I had this supervisor that was not that great to me.
Mm-hmm. This is at the same place you're at now?
No. This was way before my grandmother.
Oh.
Like when I first started working.
Mm-hmm.
You need a license to do certain things, and I had that license, and that put me in high demand with the company that I was working with.
Mm-hmm.
And she used to just put me on the schedule without asking me if I could work. She would just call, I put you on the schedule, you have a shift tomorrow, and it'd like be my day off, and I'd have plans. So eventually, obviously I got tired of it, so, when she did that, I was like, I'm sorry, I have to decline, the shift. And she asked me why. She said, you never decline a shift. She's like, I just assumed that you would take the shift, so I put you on the schedule,
Mm.
and I don't have anybody. I was like, well, I feel so bad for lying. I mean, my dad isn't in my life, you know.
Please do not tell me what I think you're gonna say. Please do not.
You don't know how many times I've killed my father off
That is
for
one
a
of the
job.
worst things you can use as an excuse. One of the worst.
I was so tired.
It's a one-time only thing. You can only use it once.
But if you have multiple employers,
Well, anyways, continue.
no, I told him that he was sick and in the hospital, and
Uh,
blah blah blah. That's the only way she will let me off.
I don't know if I would count that as a little white lie.
Well, I
Please,
have-
people,
I
let us
have-
know what you think about that. I don't know.
Different standards.
Obviously, you need to change your standards.
I need to get right with baby Jesus.
I know a guy.
Guy.
Anyways, yeah, that doesn't sound like a little white lie to me. That's kind of big.
No, that's a white lie.
No,
He's still alive and kicking, so we're good.
no, that doesn't. No, you're wrong. That was wrong. That was very wrong. Anyways,
I have no shame.
you absolutely have no shame,
Absolutely.
and neither do I.
No.
I'm trying to think. I mean, I shouldn't. I shouldn't say. I mean, I think we do it more than we would like
What-
to admit.
Yeah, I'll admit it.
Yeah,
But-
I'm not gonna say that I don't.
I mean, there's also simple, like, when your friend's been asking you and nagging you to go out.
Yeah,
you're
and you
like,
make an
"Oh,
excuse
I
not
have
to
work,"
go out.
or
I
I
have
really
to wash my hair.
Who uses that as an excuse anymore?
Well, I don't have hair, so it doesn't work.
That one flew over my head.
Yeah, but it's like you're still full of it then, because you're not just be. To me, it's funny too, and ironic because I always say honesty is a big thing with me, right? Honesty is the best policy. I always try to be as honest as possible with people. I try not to be. I don't like to be BS'd, right? I don't like to be taken for a ride. Just give it to me straight. Like I can handle it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know. But it's like I think we do it more than we'd like to admit.
Yeah, we do. I know people are like, oh, I'm so honest all the time. And, I never lie. And
Well, you've given me crap about that before, right?
yeah,
That I'm being too nice or too honest.
yeah.
Like sometimes you got to kind of bend the rules or break them or whatever.
Just a little bit.
No.
Yes.
Well, I guess it depends on the situation, right?
And I mean, there's also lies where, like, you don't want to hurt someone's feelings.
Yeah.
You know what, though? Honestly, like, I do genuinely.
Okay, but let me tell you, like I was just saying. Okay, now for example, I have on an atrocious outfit.
I will tell you. You don't even have to finish the question.
But see, okay, but someone you don't want to hurt their feelings, you're going to tell them, hey, that color doesn't really look good on you.
No.
Or,
There's an approach to that.
no, that's what I'm saying. That's the approach.
Of course, you're not just going to be like, look, lady,
That's an ugly
you look
outfit.
hideous and it makes you look fat. Like, I would never say that to
That's
someone.
what I'm saying.
No, excuse me, guys. I'm so sorry. Hopefully the mic didn't catch that.
They did.
Oh, well. So with that, I think you do have to be a little tactful. It's good to be honest,
Yes.
because if you're out with me and you look crazy, I'm going to look crazy too. So I'm going to be honest with you. I did know somebody, mutually, we knew someone who we ran into that situation a few times.
Yes.
And, it's always nice if you pull the person to the side and be like, hey, maybe next time, or, you know what I mean? Or even if it's like, we would meet up somewhere
Mm-hmm.
and I would like meet up at the person's house or whatever and see what they were wearing, I'd be like, that color looks kind of off on you. Why don't we see if there's something else that you can probably like try on?
Right.
Or, you look really cute in like purple or, something like that. But I mean, if it's like obvious that it's like a bad choice,
Mm-hmm.
I'd just be like, dude, you're pretty and stuff, but that is to this. Or, if you're asking me for my opinion, I'm going to be honest with you.
Mm-hmm.
Not in a mean way. I'm not going to tell you this, or that you look like this.
I mean, especially us, right? And some of you guys listening out there, you're grown. I
Right.
mean, you don't need the kind of beat around the bush, really.
No, and that's what I was going to tell you. I was like, I am a bad liar, and that's not a bad thing to be a bad liar.
Yeah, you bring up a
No,
it's
it's not.
not- yeah.
Because I mean, obviously I've lied before. I'm a human. We've all lied at some point. But I try to be as honest as possible whenever I can because
Yeah.
when you find out that you've been lied to or manipulated in some way like that, it feels some kind of way. Like
That's what I mean. Like I don't like being lied to. I don't like being. And look, I mean, a big chunk of my life was a lie.
right.
So yeah, I that's what I'm saying. Like honesty to me is like huge.
And here's my thing. I hate it when I'm lied to,
Hmm.
but I will respect you so much more if you tell me the truth, even if it like hurts my feelings,
Even if you don't like it.
even if I don't like it, even if I don't want to hear it, even if it like breaks my heart.
Hmm.
I appreciate that and I will respect you so much more.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever shared this before, even with you.
Mm.
I'm not gonna say who it was because it was a long, it doesn't matter.
Hmm.
But I had been in a relationship, and everything was fine, and then he was off. Like we were on and off all the time. It was like this tumultuous, like
Hmm.
and. One day we were kind of just hanging out and he's like, you know what? I got to talk to you about something. I was like, yeah. He's like, I don't have any feelings for you. Like, I don't. And I was like, okay. What's so hard about telling me that? Like, it's not a big deal. Like,
Uh-huh.
if it's not going to work, it's not going to work. And I was okay with that. But it was just like, I should have felt hurt. I guess maybe I don't know what my reaction should have been because I've never been told that before.
Hmm.
But
But your point is like he was being honest with you.
he was being honest with me,
Uh-huh.
And yeah, we had been through a lot and on and off or whatever. But I appreciated when he said that because now in my head, like I know what the deal is, and I know what to expect and what not to expect. I would rather somebody look at me to my eye and say, I don't love you anymore, or I don't like you anymore, or I don't think we're fit,
Uh-huh.
than to just go along with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It might be brutal. It might.
Well, yeah, he could have lied or he could have cheated on you and not said anything.
I'm
and
sure all that stuff happened behind closed doors and stuff. I don't know. It doesn't matter at this point. But you know what I'm saying? And, I've told him before, after that, I was like, honestly, I have a lot of respect for you because it takes a lot of balls to tell somebody that.
Uh-huh.
Was I a little embarrassed? Yes. Was I a little hurt? I'm not going to lie. Yeah, of course. Somebody that I had feelings for didn't have the same back. But like I said, I would rather have somebody totally like break me down and tell me the truth directly
Yeah.
than
Waste your time.
waste my
basically.
time with stuff, and it was just like, okay, cool, like no hard feelings, I can't, force you or, I'm not going to force the issue or whatever. And it's like, it's so much easier to tell someone, you know what, I'm not into you or this isn't going to work or, anything
Mm-hmm.
other than stringing that other person along and playing with their emotions, because now you're just being a jerk,
Yeah.
and that's just, to me, that's on a different level of being a dick,
Right.
So I don't know. That's just my opinion and stuff, Um, but I totally respect someone who can like look me in the eye and be like, you know what, that outfit does not look good on you, or you know what, because if you're my friend, I want you to be completely honest with me.
Mm-hmm.
I try to be really honest with the people around me in my circle and all that stuff all the time,
Right.
and it's like I kind of expect that back.
Mm-hmm.
Little white lies don't bother me. Like when somebody says like, "Oh, I can't go out," and then I see them on Facebook and they're out, like I kind of giggle to myself, like you could have just said,
That
you know,
one's kind of, to me, that's kind of iffy.
yeah,
If I see you on the social media partying it up after you told me you were at home sick or something,
well,
that might be an issue.
no, I had somebody do that to me
Mm-hmm.
one time too. Well, before, I think I've talked about it.
I think you did, yeah.
Yeah, when I had my fall, I couldn't go anywhere.
Yeah, and you had a friend that you thought was a good friend.
Yeah, for years. She was my friend for like a long time, like
Mhm.
years. And all I wanted to do was hang out with someone. Just I was lonely. I couldn't go out. I couldn't walk. I couldn't
Right.
drive. And I'd be like, "Oh, are you gonna come over?" Because she'd made plans, and then she wouldn't come.
Right.
Oh, I can't. I have to. Da 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 da.
And then you'd see her somewhere else.
Well, no. Mutual friends would be like, "Oh, geez, she's at Navy Pier," or like, dude, that's like 15 minutes from where I was living before.
Mm-hmm.
When I was living.
Could have swung by.
Right. Oh, well, she didn't. Her excuse was, "I don't have a ride, but you have a ride to like Navy Pier down the street."
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I got it. So I kind of left that friendship alone and stuff, but that kind of stuff, it does kind of sting, when you realize that like you think you have a friend and then it's not.
See, so then the white light wasn't so lit. The little white light wasn't so little, was it?
No, it wasn't.
You see what I mean?
Yeah.
Still. Even though the poison is not as poisonous as the poison. I'm saying.
Well, no, I guess I took it a little bit more personal because, like, she was my friend for years. Like,
Yeah.
And,
Well, it kind of makes you question the loyalty and friendship and all that stuff.
Yeah. So, I mean, it is what it is and stuff, but I guess lying in any sense isn't good. And that's what I'm saying. I would rather you say, like, I don't want to go, or, just be honest with me.
Mm-hmm.
It's not going to hurt my feelings.
Like I said, too, it has, like, age kind of has something to do with it, too, right? Because the older you are, the more you, like, now I'm in my 50s, right? So it's like I'm getting into the whole, I don't care phase of my life.
Right.
Like, I'm just going to say it. But, it's like you say, you got to kind of use tact and, don't be a jerk.
Yeah.
But another thing that we were kind of discussing was people don't think about lies you tell yourself.
Right.
I mean, people constantly do that. What say you?
I agree with that.
So what ways would you say is lying to yourself?
I'm going to start my diet on Monday. I mean, I'm not starting it on Monday. I'm whatever. I don't have to explain myself.
We all intend on doing it on Monday. It just doesn't work out. Yeah, that would be a big lie because you're going to eat that cheeseburger. Delicious.
Cheeseburger with a Diet Coke.
Ew, Diet Coke, gross. Can't do diet soda.
Focus, mister.
Anyways. No, but in all seriousness, like, to me, what comes to mind, and I know I'm super guilty of this throughout the years, And shoot, I'm still guilty of it. I'm not gonna say, I don't still do it. So a lot of lies you tell yourself is you're not good enough, or you're ugly, or
You don't deserve it.
you don't deserve it, or all the stuff that creeps into people's heads, on a daily basis. And I mean, I'm sure most, if not all of you out there are guilty of it. The a sad thing about it too is that we start believing all those lies, right?
Yeah.
And it's we're talking about telling little fibs to your friends or other people, and sometimes some of the worst ones are the ones you tell yourself. Would you say that?
I agree. I was like, I think that when we tell lies to ourselves, it's a way of kind of, well, depending on what the lie is, there's some serious lies, and then there's just like, little jokes or inside jokes between people or whatever. But I think that the ones that we tell ourselves are more detrimental to ourselves, because we're the ones talking to ourselves like that. I don't talk to other people like that. So I try not to talk to
So
myself.
why talk to yourself
Right.
like that? Yeah.
I'm not a mean person. I mean, I can be a mean person
Yes.
or whatever.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, I can. But it's different when we tell ourselves lies. We don't realize we're being mean to ourselves because it becomes like an automatic thing. We're so used to telling ourselves like, I'm not going to do it. I can't do it. We find reasons not to, kind of to self-soothe and kind of accept that, we're ready to accept it as like a failure or whatever.
We're telling ourselves little white lies, like you were
Yeah.
saying,
Right.
just to kind of, like you said,
Soothe, like,
yeah, just
manipulate your way of thinking. It's hard because, like I said, I wouldn't talk to some people the way that I talk to myself. I would never talk to you the way that I talk to myself mentally sometimes. And I recognize that, and it's like, I think part of changing that is realizing that you do it.
right.
Whenever I find myself telling myself something like negative, I'm not good enough, I don't deserve this, I always try to flip it. Why don't I deserve it? What makes me think that I'm not worthy of receiving this, or you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like I kind of talk myself out of it. And I'm not going to say it works all the time, but sometimes it helps to kind of just stop, pause, rethink things, and then redirect your thoughts,
Yeah.
Because otherwise you're just doing self-harm emotionally to yourself. And that's not going to help you progress in any aspect.
No. Yeah, like I said, I've been super guilty of that in the past. Even now, I'm not gonna lie to you.
Womp womp.
But yeah, seriously, I mean, I've gotten a lot better with it than I used to be. I used to be really bad. I was, I always thought I wasn't good enough for anything. I always thought, I didn't deserve anything good. I always thought, that line of thinking. And that's, I mean, really, it's like, it's not true, but we so quickly believe it.
No, and that's the thing. It's like we auto-program ourselves to think that way.
Mm.
And like I said, I think it's more, for me personally, a way to soothe yourself, to kind of like accept defeat.
I agree, but I disagree at the same time.
Okay, do you explain?
Because you're saying, you're telling yourself the lie to like soothe yourself and to like make things easier, but I mean, you're kind of doing the opposite.
I know, but you're lying to yourself. You're not being honest. And if you're not being honest, you're not accepting your reality. And that is not.
And what's the reality?
The reality is that if you have to talk yourself out of doing something or not doing something or doing something, maybe you should rethink it.
I think I see what you're
You,
saying.
you see what I'm saying?
I think so. I'm not lying.
I respect the fact that you're not lying.
Wow, I like the way we're doing that. Like the play on words and whatever.
You're so full of it.
Yes, I am. But I don't know. I mean, I really like the way that you kind of put it, where once that lie gets in your head, that dirty, stinky lie, you try to flip it and ask yourself why.
Right.
I love that because it's
And I do
like,
that all the time.
yeah.
Right.
And do you convince yourself otherwise
Sometimes.
sometimes?
Yeah.
And why not the other times?
Because like I said,
You believe the lie?
not necessarily that I believe the lie. It's just like sometimes with depression you don't fully grasp things.
Hmm.
I'm not gonna say I'm crazy or delusional or anything like that.
I beg to differ. That's a joke.
No, but you know what I mean? Like depression has a lot to do with it too. Because depression is a big this is gonna come out wrong. Depression is the biggest liar.
Yeah,
You know,
that's a good statement.
it's a good statement, but you know, some people might take that to wrong. But no, I don't. I'm not.
You know,
taking it in a
okay.
negative.
And I'm glad you brought that up because we kind of touched upon this a few episodes back. But like the whole like say positive thinking thing and that whole thing, movement or whatever, life coaching and positive thinking and I think you guys know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Is all great, but I know for myself, and I'm just speaking for myself, I suffer from issues, mental issues, and depression, anxiety issues, and that I think that kind of comes into play, and people really don't think about that. So it's like I get the whole positive thinking thing and the all of that stuff, right? And like I said, it's great, but people don't think about the mental health aspect of it.
Right.
Like some people aren't; they need a little more help than normal, if that makes any sense. Like if you have clinical depression or you're depressed or you know, you have some kind of chemical imbalance, bipolar disorder, some mental issue, right?
Right.
I think that is a hurdle that you have to kind of get over.
Uh-huh.
I mean that I'm saying that has something to do with it.
Right.
Like it has to be, that's something, an extra thing you have to work on. What do you think?
Yes.
So it's not as easy as just thinking positively or
Not all the time.
not lying to yourself.
No, not all the time. Let's be realistic.
Mm-hmm.
You know, your brain is this miraculous, like, mystical thing in your head, right?
Mm-hmm.
And chemically, if you're not producing, you know, the hormones and you know how
The chemicals.
the and hormones too.
Mhm.
You know, depression can affect your hormones. It becomes so difficult to kind of see past that.
That's what I'm saying. It's,
Yeah.
it's like a cloud almost.
Right. And then that's when you need to recognize that you need to be responsible for yourself and ask for help.
Yes, absolutely.
And that's, again, I'm going to repeat this because we do this every episode. We're not professionals. I'm just speaking about depression based on,
Our experience.
my experience with depression.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so, I mean, we're not experts there. We're just two, well, I was going to say normal, but
knuckleheads.
Gloria's not normal.
I'm not. I really am not.
No, but seriously, we're not, if there's something that we say that sticks with you and it helps you out, great. But we're not doctors and psychiatrists,
therapists,
yeah.
that, I tend to kind of press that issue, because this is kind of off topic, but on topic. We've been talking about self-help and, where we fall into that, like, category.
Uh-huh.
We've talked about way back about what is it? Negative positivity.
Negative positivity.
Negative self-help, like where there's like an overload and where they say
so isn't that toxic positivity?
Toxic positivity. There we go. I couldn't think of the word.
What the heck are you talking about?
Yeah, that toxic positivity.
It's a thing.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
And right now I'm like not able to speak words.
Okay. All right. It happens. It happens.
That also comes into a factor too.
Yeah, I agree.
That
it's like with anything, you got to weed through the junk.
Right, and we might be junk. Like, you know what I mean?
Speak for yourself, Mrs. Rosario.
No, but, take what we say with a grain of salt.
I wouldn't go that far.
Yes, I would. Because we're not really professionals, just putting that out there again.
Speak for yourself.
He's a professional pain in the ass is what he is.
Well, that's true.
Yeah.
That's very true.
Very.
Yeah, so I mean, bottom line is a lie is a lie, and some of the worst ones are the ones you tell yourselves.
Yeah, those are the most damaging.
So try to stop doing that. Don't do that.
Yeah.
And if you need help to stop doing that, get the proper help.
Or like I said, sometimes it works for me. Like I said, my depression is kind of different.
Well, you're going to therapy now, so that's good.
Well, I'm only one session in, and it was.
But still, you're going.
Yeah, I know. I'm
still looking.
Remind me, we got to talk about that off air.
Should I be afraid?
No. It's actually pretty good. What I have to tell you is good.
Oh,
so I'll tell you off.
Great. All right, guys. I think we'll leave the discussion there. We were just randomly talking about stuff. We cut the mics on. Yeah. So, like I said, try not to believe those lies you're telling yourself, and they are lies.
They are.
You are worthy of it. You do deserve it. You're not worthless. You're not none of that stuff. So, and if you do have trouble and there's, maybe if it's a little bit tougher for you to kind of get through that stuff and you think you may need some help with that, reach out to family, friends, especially professional help if you need it. Don't be shy. So yeah, we'll leave it there. Don't forget the website. It's sessionsandlessonsunscripted.com. And our email, if you want to drop us a line, is sessionsandlessonsmail@gmail.com. Don't forget to visit us on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, all that stuff. And you have anything to add, Gloria?
No, not today.
No sip. Drink your tea.
Sip.
I knew that was going to get
savage.
I drink my tea. I don't sip.
Sip your tea and drink your coffee.
All right, guys. Thanks for listening. We really appreciate you. Spread the word about us. And don't forget the book, May December End, The Ballad of Joey Flowers. That's my book that's out now. It's out on Amazon Kindle. You can also download it into your Nook if you have a Nook, and it will be out on paperback at Barnes & Noble very soon. I will let you guys know when that drops.
Woohoo!
Boo-hoo?
Woohoo!
Oh, I thought you were crying.
No. Woohoo!
Dear tears of joy.
Yeah.
All right, everybody. Thank you so much. We'll see you on the next episode.
Bye.
Bye-bye.